How to become a professional bullfighter. The journey of warriors in the Arena bullfighting, or Corrida de Toros, is one of the most iconic and controversial cultural traditions of Spain, where art, courage, and death blend into a sacred ritual. At the heart of this fiery and dramatic world stands a figure reminiscent of an ancient warrior in a modern battlefield, the Matador, the professional bullfighter. But becoming a matador isn't as simple as stepping into the ring with a red cape. It's a long, perilous road that demands relentless dedication, physical endurance, and deep respect for the craft. In this article, we will delve into the detailed stages and steps that an ordinary person must undergo to transform into a legendary bullfighting artist, a true matador. Part I. It starts with passion, not fame. A love for bullfighting culture, the first spark. No one is born a matador. But every true matador carries within them a flame, a deep passion for the art of bullfighting. The first and most important step is understanding that bullfighting is not just entertainment or a sport, it is a sacred ritual, where a human confronts death and primal instincts to achieve something greater, the beauty of control, courage, and living art. Many begin by watching bullfights on TV, YouTube, or live in iconic arenas such as Las Ventas in Madrid or La Maestranza in Seville. Every move, every charge, every roar from the crowd plants a seed in a young mind. I want to be there. Understanding the true nature of bullfighting, art over violence to outsiders, bullfighting often appears as nothing but blood and brutality. But to the Spanish, particularly in regions like Andalusia and Castile, bullfighting is a high expression of culture, just like flamenco or opera. The matador doesn't kill for pleasure, but performs a sacred rite, where man and beast face off, not to destroy, but to honor the dignity of both. Once you understand this spirit, your journey can truly begin. Part 2. The training ground. From student to WRIOR enrolling in a bullfighting school, Escuela Taurina if you live in Spain or have the means to study there. The first step is to enroll in an Escuela Taurina, a bullfighting school. Some of the most well-known schools include Escuela de Tauromaquia de Madrid, Escuela de Tauromaquia de Sevilla, Escuela Taurina de Málaga, Escuela Taurina de Badajoz, Escuela Taurina de Valencia. These schools typically accept students between the ages of 14 and 20, although some exceptions are made for younger or older candidates. A rigorous curriculum training usually lasts 3 to 5 years, depending on the student's progress. During this time, trainees are taught techniques with the cape, capote, and the red cloth, muleta, how to guide and control the bull's movements with elegance and precision, reading and reacting to bull behavior. Each bull is unique, and matadors must learn to adapt quickly. The killing stroke, estocada, perhaps the most critical and difficult move, delivering a clean strike to the heart in a single moment. Physical and reflex training. Exercises for strength, agility, and fast reaction times, including simulations with mock bulls. Mental discipline. Techniques to master fear and remain composed under pressure. In addition to practical training, students also study theory, including bullfighting history, the roles of each participant in the ring, laws, and safety protocols. Part 3. The Novillero stage. Fire tested in the ring, becoming a novillero. The apprentice bullfighter. After several years of training, students may enter the arena as novilleros, apprentice bullfighters who fight young bulls, novillos, typically aged 2 to 3 years. These bulls are smaller than mature ones but still very dangerous. This phase allows young fighters to build stage confidence, gain practical experience, showcase personal style and talent to promoters and fans. Novilleros usually fight in local festivals and small-town arenas, gradually making a name for themselves. If successful, they may attract sponsors, managers, or invitations to larger events. Real risks begin. This phase is more dangerous than it seems. Dozens of novilleros suffer serious injuries each year, and many abandon the dream. Only those with true talent and courage push through to the next stage. Part 4. The Alternativa ceremony. A warrior becomes an artist alternativa, the rite of passage to matador status. After gaining sufficient experience, a novillero may be granted the opportunity to undergo the alternativa, a sacred ceremony where they are officially recognized as a Matador de Toros. Now allowed to face fully grown bulls, usually 4 years old and over 500 kg. This ceremony involves receiving the muleta and sword from a senior matador, padrino, fighting at least 2 full-grown bulls in a formal event, swearing allegiance to the traditions and honor of bullfighting success means the fighter is now legally and culturally acknowledged as a professional matador. The first crucial battles, even after the alternativa, a new matador must prove themselves. Impress the audience, win the respect of critics and peers, secure contracts with major arenas. The real career begins here. Part V. Life as a professional. Matador relentless training to stay in peak form and avoid fatal mistakes. Matadors train 6 days a week, including physical conditioning and strength training, practicing cape and sword techniques, studying videos of their own and others' performances, practicing mental focus through yoga, meditation, and visualization, competing worldwide. Professional matadors may fight in Spain. The main bullfighting season runs from March to October. Mexico, Colombia, Peru, Ecuador. Year-round bullfighting events. France. Alls, Nîmes, Spanish-style bullfights in historic Roman arenas. A successful matador may perform in 100 to 150 fights per year, earning anywhere from a few thousand to tens of thousands of euros per appearance. Part 6. The journey of Legendas Juan Belmonte. The death challenger Belmonte is often credited with revolutionizing bullfighting. By standing still and allowing bulls to pass dangerously close, he created a new aesthetic and spiritual depth to the art. Manolete. The tragic icon, a symbol of somber elegance, Manolete rose to prominence during difficult times in Spain. His death in the arena in 1947 marked the end of an era and solidified his myth. José Tomás, the modern gladiator known as the last of the old-school greats. José Tomás fights with extreme risk, having suffered near-fatal wounds yet returning to the ring, earning admiration from millions. Part 7. Beauty, risk, and responsibility, facing mortal danger, gorings, broken bones, blood loss, even death. These are ever-present risks. Every matador knows any match could be their last. Dealing with public pressure and ethical controversy in the modern era, bullfighting faces growing criticism from animal rights groups. Some regions in Spain and Europe have banned or restricted it. A matador must learn to defend tradition while upholding ethical standards and integrity. Conclusion. To become a matador, you must have the courage to be your true self. Becoming a professional matador is not a path for the many. It is a path for the fearless, for those who endure pain, who find beauty in the face of death, and who are willing to live as part of something greater. If you truly want to become a matador, start by learning deeply about bullfighting culture, studying Spanish to train and communicate effectively, moving to Spain to enroll in a bullfighting school, training with discipline and accepting risk, stepping into the arena where glory and death stand side by side. A matador is not just a profession. It is a way of life, a calling, an art born between life and death.